Hey everybody, so today I'm going to be reviewing Gears of War 3, the end of the main saga. Of course, I had to play this game as early as possible. I literally camped out in the mall to get the midnight release of Gears 3. I had a huge poster on my wall that they had in GameStop because I was one of the first people in line with my buddies, and I played the entire game that night. And I was in my freshman year of college, I think, at that point. And the next day, like I just didn't go to class because I was emotionally exhausted and just normally exhausted. So narrative, of course, is a 10 out of 10. The way that they bring in the lambent locusts and what the emulsion is doing to them, and then also bringing in Adam Phoenix and like what he's trying to do to kill the organism, and just of course Dom's sacrifice, like the main point of the game for me, was huge. And then bringing in Griffin Tower and Ice-T voicing him, like that was awesome. I remember the commercial that introduced Ice-T as the voice actor for Griffin, and it was just so badass because I'm pretty sure he bullied the people at Epic Games to let him do that voice acting because he loved Gears of War so much and just wanted to be a part of it. He's like, give me any part, I don't care what it is, I want to do some voice acting. So narrative is a 10 out of 10, an absolutely stellar ending to the series. Of course, the Carmine discussion that was way back on Xbox 360, where you could either buy a t-shirt for your Xbox avatar that was Save Carmine or Kill Carmine. I was part of the Save Carmine group. My buddy Cody was part of the Kill Carmine group. And, Clayton Carmine, of course, is alive at the end, which he should have been because he was the most badass Carmine brother, okay? He deserved to live. I don't care what your argument is. He lived, and that's the correct way to think about it. Market's a 10 out of 10, lives up to the hype, the perfect ending to this saga. I mean, it left no stones unturned, right? You dealt with the Queen, you dealt with the Hive, you dealt with the Lambent, and then and that's it. And you'd think that would be the end of the Gears of War series. Of course, we know that isn't for Gears 4 and 5 and Hive Busters and Gears of War Judgment and everything else. But Market, it lived up to the hype. It is, if Gears of War 2 lived up to the initial hype, Gears 3 really brought it home. And everybody says the second movie or game or whatever in a series is always the weakest. I think that Gears of War just kept going up with 1, 2, and 3. Like, Gears 1 set the stage as phenomenal. Gears 2 built upon that and set the stage even higher as, like, throwing in all the emotional factors. And then Gears 3 just brings it all home and just keeps moving that bar up. I mean, I can't say enough about how amazing it was. Social, 10 out of 10. I love playing Gears 3 multiplayer with my buddies. We cranked that out a ton when I was in school. And it wasn't as good as Gears 2 because I just wasn't as good at the multiplayer as I was at Gears 2. But that's what happens when you get older. You start to suck at multiplayer games, and here we are. Graphics, 10 out of 10 there. Gears 3 definitely upped the graphics from Gears 2. I believe that's when they switched to Unreal Engine 4. And that was like the first introduction of Unreal Engine 4, which is pretty cool. And then technical, I gave a 9 out of 10. I didn't really experience any bugs in the game per se. There was definitely some multiplayer bugs and like medals not being awarded when they should have been, and stuff like that for doing certain things in the games. The only bug I ever actually had was playing through it, and you're in the hotel on the elevators, and I had the game crash on me the first time playing through like 6 times in that one specific mission. I don't know why. I uninstalled the game, reinstalled it, and it was fine. So that could have just been my Xbox. I don't know. I gave it a 9 out of 10 for that. Value, once again, 10 out of 10. Huge shout out to all the DLC, all the skins and everything that they gave us, like all the different characters, everything that, of course, we had to, we paid for that DLC, and there wasn't like a battle pass or shit back then. Each DLC pack was like $10. And I mean, I got the Ultimate Edition of Gears 3, so I'd already spent $120 on the game. another $10 to get like all these new maps and stuff that are still being used for Gears 5 multiplayer today. Huge. And then audio, once again, 10 out of 10. The voice acting was just spot on, absolutely stellar throughout the entire game, like we've come to expect from these Gears of War games. So as a final rating, I'm giving Gears 3 a 9.7 out of 10. I absolutely love the game. I hate the Retro Lancer. I've never enjoyed that weapon. I just, give me a standard Lancer and we're good to go. But Gears 3 is the best ending to the saga. I absolutely loved it. I wish I could go back and play the game for the first time again, but of course we can't. So I hope you enjoyed my review of Gears of War 3. If you did, I have my playlist down and my Let's Play down below, and I will see you guys on the next one.